The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
It's football season in Chattanooga, where the Mocs are back-to-back SoCon champions.
We've got tremendous football players in this room.
Caught at the 25, down to the 20, down to the 10, touchdown Chattanooga.
Well, I think the fan support part of it is huge, because our fans are phenomenal.
Wants to throw, and it is picked.
Led by head coach RUSS HUESMAN.
Come out and play with unbelievable energy today. Play with the chip on your shoulder today. You guys belong. Let's roll.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football, hosted by head coach RUSS HUESMAN and the voice of the Chattanooga Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Football. This week, the Chattanooga Mocs coming off a great win over Wofford, an exciting game with UTC posting a last-second win over the Terriers on a 38-yard field goal by Enrique Ribeiro. Homecoming week this week on the UTC campus. Mocs taking on Western Carolina. 2 o'clock kickoff at Finley Stadium. For all the information concerning homecoming week, you can go to the Mocs official website, gomocs.com. And injuries and preventing injuries, a big part of athletics everywhere, including right here in Chattanooga. We'll take an inside look at the UTC training room that comes your way on Inside Chattanooga Football right after this.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
Wofford is they play some defense over there, and they've played good defense for a long time, and they're physical on both sides of the ball. So, it'll be a big test for our guys, especially our defensive guys, not taken lightly with our offense against their defense, but the triple option is hard to prepare for. It's hard to simulate in practice, and so we're going to have to have a great week of practice. I think Wofford is good. I don't think they're down. They've had some injuries this year, and I've said this forever, and I'll continue to say it. At this level, you can't afford injuries. You can't afford multiple injuries. You may get away with one, but you can't afford multiple injuries. And I know they've been dinged up pretty good. But if you're asking me if I think they're down, no. Watching them on film, they're the same looking Wofford team. They've lost a couple tough games. I mean, they lost to Western Carolina, who's a good football team. Citadel, I guess, is really, really good. They barely lost to an FBS school. They haven't won a couple close games, and that's kind of where the record is. But you watch them on film, and it looks like Wofford. It looks like Wofford as usual. Well, they got 2 kids that are really good. If you remember the one guy, 22, I was just talking about him today. If you remember, he had a long run against us. He had 2 long runs, and we weren't catching him. He was moving, and like we were running in quicksand, it looked like. So he can run. They got Lorenzo Long, number 7, excellent player, one of the better players in the league. So they got backs that can can run the football. And I love their quarterback, Jax. I mean, he's a really good player. He didn't play against us last year, but I think he's a really good player. And so they'll run the ball, and they'll be good at it. It's really not – our defensive end's got to be athletic and got to run some things down. But the guys, the safeties and the linebackers are the ones that really have to be on top of it. The interior guys, it's just a mash of humanity and bodies flying and flaring and people all over the place, and it's just a toughness game there. But your linebackers, I mean, they have to have the ability to dissect something really quick and then put themselves in a position to make a play, whether it's the dive or the quarterback, chase it down. Our two inside linebackers, they're not good, they're going to gas you. And so Rusty Wright's got his work cut out for him with our linebackers, but he's done a good job with them. So, and then the safeties, I mean, where you got to tackle in space, and so we're gonna have to be a good tackling team in space. But it's tough to defend. It's fun. It's challenging. It makes the week interesting, to be honest with you. Whether it makes you better or not, I don't know, but it makes for an interesting week of practice.
Throws up the three at the buzzer. Good! He hit it! That's a good one with the win at the buzzer. Out to Shumpert, ball on the way. Got it! Holy Toledo! Jones, three-pointer on the way. Good! Oh, can you believe it? Oh, my! What a night of basketball. What a night for UTC. What a night for Mocs fans everywhere.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
Being the fact that we're a tackle sport, besides just the fact that we're a contact sport, we do see our fair share of upper extremity injuries, whether it be from direct related contact with an individual or contact with the ground. Along with that, we do see a lot of lower extremity injuries, things from the waist down. When an athlete gets injured, we are typically the first to see them and assess them and determine what steps need to be taken from there. We attempt to reduce pain, reduce inflammation, increase range of motion, increase strength. And with that, we throw in all the different types of exercises and functional tests that we can to make sure that the athlete's prepared to go back on the field. Every injury is unique, every athlete's unique. Their abilities to come back are typically different and unique to that individual when it comes to pain tolerance and sometimes just the quickness with which they heal. We deal with the coaches daily, sometimes multiple times a day, because they're dependent upon the information about the athlete to help prepare and make game plans. They're the experts at football. We're the experts when it comes to sports medicine, so I think we rely on them for input in that way. When it comes to input on specific injuries and protocols, they're not necessarily involved, but it is a daily collaborative effort to keep them up to date. I like to take their input when it comes to maybe better ways we can introduce sport-specific functional exercises for the athletes so they're ready to go back out there. It's a unique job. It's unlike a lot of others. We get the opportunity to meet the kids when they come in for their recruiting, and then we see them when they show up, and we see them when they graduate. And it's fun to be a part of that process.
It's time for the Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by Southeast Bank.
Lauren Gaynor, I'm from Boca Raton, Florida, and I'm a senior. Well, I got selected for homecoming court. This whole week there's voting for homecoming court. It ends Thursday at midnight. And then the homecoming football game is Saturday at 2. Our game is first at 12, and then they're announcing the winner of the homecoming court at halftime at the game on Saturday. Well, I guess as a student athlete, I'm used to this kind of crazy, busy schedule, but my plan is to beat Wofford Saturday morning, and then hopefully get ready in the locker room. I have a few teammates that are going to help me do my hair and all that fun stuff, and then rush over to the game so I can get there before halftime and get ready. We're looking forward to the tournament time, but of course we're worried about one game at a time. First we have Mercer on Thursday on the road, and then we'll be back Saturday for our home game against Wofford.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us in USA Today, online, and on Twitter at LS Directors Cup. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Football is brought to you by FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
9 yards.
For Shadi and Stovall, 2 wide receivers near side. Derek Crane gets the run, moves into the secondary, down to the 40-45. Keeps it alive, staying up on a one hand and diving to near mid. First down and 10, near the Wofford 30. Jacob drops it back, throws it far side. Pass complete, diving out of bounds at around the 17-yard. Split backfield now. Benefield in there as well. Pulls it back. Jacob on the run, down to the 5. Goal line, touchdown. Touchdown, Chattanooga. A very impressive opening drive of the game. Right now with 3 linebackers. First and 10, quick pass, complete far side. A little bit of running room and across the 40 for a Chattanooga first down.
Yeah,
James Stovall makes the catch. You always go with the guy from Sweden. Almost a bad exchange, handing off to Lorenzo Long right in the middle. Got the penalty yardage back, but not much more. Recrosses the 40. Back, so a double slot, single setback look. Keeper, Butler hit right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much. In fact, lost the helmet. Bottom of the pile as the helmet rolled off.
They go with the backup quarterback instead.
Third down. He's going to turn it upfield and take a hit shy of the first down at around the 16 or 17-yard line.
Athletically get back and shut it down.
Butler, the quarterback, takes a low snap, runs the option far side pitch and hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle on the option that time. Another helmet. Double slot. Butler gives the pitch. They want to throw the double pass in the backfield and caught for a loss. It never really materialized in those. Second and 12, man in motion to the near side and hit in the backfield, trying to run a misdirection. That's a wow right there. Isaiah Mack gets to the ball. Third and 15 for the Terriers. Fumble on the ground. Who's got it? Mocs got the football. That was a bad exchange that rolled right to Chattanooga.
Certainly need to get it going with the run game.
Pickering, the tight end, moves in motion to Derek Crane with running room. Down to the 30, cuts inside, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Driven out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Quick burn, 10-16 left to play in the third quarter. High snap, ball on the ground. Mocs might have gotten it right back. They did. A fumble by the Terriers on a high snap he never brought in. Mantro McMillan, handoff again. There it is in the end zone. Touchdown, Chattanooga. Jacobs, the first one to congratulate everyone. Touchdown for the Mocs, battling his way in, and UTC on the middle. They send the man in motion in a hurry. He rolls out far side, tries to turn the corner, and got him in the backfield. What a good play by Chattanooga. Bagley stands next to Jacob HUESMAN once again on third down. Jacob pulls it back, wants to throw, puts it downfield up in the air, and complete on the far sideline. Yes, it is. C.J. Board made the catch on the sideline. Holder, fourth down, about 8. Ribeiro with the kick, gets it off, end over end, kick looks good, and it is. So UTC does indeed have an 8-point lead, 3:03 to play.
Change snaps with Brad Butler.
Deontay Davis, Toivian Brand, option near side, cuts it in, and wow, hit immediately. Once he made that commitment, Isaiah Mack and A.J. Hampton got to him. Jacob drops back, flares it out underneath C.J. Board, and makes the catch and brings it up to the 34-yard line. So the Mocs gain 9.
Show some things here now that they haven't shown all year.
Alfonso Stewart moves in motion. Jacob pulls it back, cuts it upfield at the 40 and at the 45. Had he handed it off, Alfonso. Option, Crane. Crane turns the corner, first down, 40, 35, out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 27 seconds left. HUESMAN from the gun. Quarterback draw, 25, slides down at the 20. Ribeiro going for the win. The snap is good. Ribeiro's kick got the distance, and the kick for Chattanooga is good. Listen to Mocs football. Mocs with a win, 20-17. Final score. Mocs 20, Terriers 17. Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Football. I'm Jim Reynolds, along with Mocs head football coach Russ HUESMAN, coming off a last-second, time-expired victory over Wofford. That's one of those you say, thank you very much, get on the bus and go home, don't worry about it, right?
Well, I hate those kind of games, but obviously the excitement, when you win a game like that, the excitement and how your players feel, the sense of accomplishment is pretty cool. And I know our guys were really excited. They were excited for Rike to make that kick. So, you know, the tougher they are, I think the sweeter they feel.
Wofford comes back. Let's start at the beginning. First of all, the opening drive of the game by the Mocs, I thought was one of the more impressive ones all season long.
Yeah, great job by our offense. They came out, they had a good game plan, and we executed it and put points on the board early and you know, didn't execute quite the way we wanted to the rest of the game until that last drive.
Now, we give Wofford credit. Mocs had an 8-point lead. Wofford comes back. Great drive. Get the touchdown. Get the 2-point conversion. That's kind of what we expect of a Mike Ayers team, right?
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking. You know, but that's what happens with those triple option teams. You know, they just grind and grind. And I don't even know how many play drive that was, but you know, they just grind it, and every time you turn around, it's 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, and they converted them. And give them credit, they did a great job there. And I wish we would have stopped them, but you know, for our offense to take it down there at the end to win the game was great.
You get the ball back with 2:25 left in a tie ball game. So there's worse scenarios. The worst that can happen is you go into overtime in that situation. But as you mentioned, 2-minute drill or 2:25 drill executed pretty well on that last drive.
Yeah, we did. We got the ball to midfield pretty quickly, and then you know, it got to a 3rd down, then a 4th down, and we let some time tick off the clock there, and knowing that we were going to go for it on 4th down there with the 4th and 2, and executed it great. I mean, the speed option there, and Derek Crane got 16 for us on that one, and then Jacob the next one, and got out of bounds to boot, and then Jacob the next one got about 10 to put us in pretty reasonable field goal position. So, you know, it was nerve-wracking, but I thought our offensive coaches did a great job of managing the clock, and our offensive guys executed.
All right, 4th and 2, no doubt about it. Going for it on 4th and 2, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think no doubt they didn't have any timeouts left. That was one thing. The other thing was we could let the clock tick down. I think it ticked down to 33 seconds. You figure you run a play, if you don't get it, they're under 30. And, you know, we felt good about, you know, defending them at that point in time. But, no, I don't think there was any doubt we were going to go for it there.
You said you guys work on that 2-minute type of drill every Wednesday. Is it Wednesday, the 2-minute drill day?
Well, Wednesday, yes. Actually, 1 minute. We don't have enough field for 2 minutes, so we go 1 minute on the turf there. And actually, the scenario that we had, you know, 1 minute, one timeout, need a field goal. That's the scenario we put our guys in every time, whether it's a field goal to tie or a field goal to win the game. So every Wednesday we've had that scenario that happened in the Wofford game.
Say something good about Emery.
Great snap. I mean, he's been really solid. I think he's had one on a field goal this year that was high that we didn't get great. We didn't get a great kick on, but you know, for 2 years now, Emery's done a great job.
Emery Nor, the long snappers. Jacob is the holder, and of course Enrique got the ole in the locker room, right?
Yeah, and then great protection there too. You know, you can't give any. You saw the Georgia Tech Florida State game where they block it, scoop it, score. You know, Florida State had a chance to win. I know that was a little longer field goal, but I mean, you can't take anything for granted. And you know, when Mike Ayers called the timeout to ice him, you know, we brought him back over and just kind of reemphasized, hey, listen, guys, great protection. Enrique's going to make this kick. Let's just get great protection.
This Saturday, homecoming game against Western Carolina. I think the Cats are coming on, to be honest with you.
Playing well. You know, really dominated Sanford. You know, game probably wasn't quite as close as the score looked, but dominated them. They're really good on offense. They're playing well on defense. You know, this will be a big game for us. I mean, it'll be a test and a tough one for us.
Mocs are tied with the Citadel for first place, and in second place right now is Western Carolina 3-1 in league play. So they're rolling a little bit. Of course, it's homecoming, and you can get all the homecoming information on the Mocs website, gomocs.com. We'll have highlights of the Mocs game with Western Carolina next time on Inside Chattanooga Football.
Inside Chattanooga Football has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.